Welcome back to SGE TV. Now that it is May, it is SGE crunch time as we only have 2 more SGE lessons. We also have a few more weeks of school, so it is important that you begin finalizing your SGE plans for this summer.
That's right, Shamar. That means that today you'll be getting a commitment to growth, abbreviated as CTG form. Filling this form out and returning it to us means that we can help you target your specific SGE needs before the end of the school year. For 10th and 11th graders, CTG forms should feel familiar from last year's SGE process. You'll remember that you must turn one in and that the forms are either gold or purple.
Today we are going to walk you through the forms so you know exactly how to fill them out and what they mean. We will also talk about a little incentive we have for turning the form in, but more on that later.
An incentive. I bet we've got their attention now, Shamar.
I sure hope so, because turning in the CTG forms is important.
Alright, we're going to skip right to the important stuff. Commitment to growth or CTG form. Today, all students are getting 2 forms. Students, please listen carefully to this information. If you pay attention now, you will not be confused and you will know how to submit your forms properly. The first form you'll receive is a gold commitment to growth form. Yes, I said gold. You should fill out this form if you have been accepted to an SGE. Let me say it a little louder for the people in the back. If you have been accepted to an SGE, and you will for sure be attending that SGE this summer.
Let me say that again. The gold commitment to growth form should be completed and submitted if you have been officially accepted to an SGE and you will be attending that SGE this summer. Many of you have an email or letter of acceptance from the SGE program and have shared that with your advisor and the SGE at tscsmemphis.org account.
Exactly. Now we're going to go through the gold commitment to growth form step by step. First, you can only list 1 SGE per form. So if you have been accepted to multiple SGEs and you plan on attending multiple SGEs, that is fantastic. But for now, just pick one to list as your gold commitment to growth form.
Okay, first things first. At the top of the form, it says this form is to be completed by the student. There are 2 required signatures, 1 parent or guardian and 1 student. Please return this form completed and signed to your advisor by Monday, May 6th.
Next, be sure to print your name, circle your grade, and print your advisor's name. Please write clearly. Also include your family's phone and email address that you check most frequently.
The next section requires you to check how your SGE fits the SGE requirements that we reviewed at the very start of SGE season, and that can be found listed in your SGE agenda as well. Check one of the options that best fits your program. Students, remember that in order to count, your SGE cannot be affiliated with a member of your family.
Next, you need to write down the name of the program you will be participating in, as well as the name of the director or the supervisor of your program and their contact information. This can be found in the email or letter they sent accepting you to their program. You can also call or email the program if you need this information. Remember, we walked through how to communicate professionally with SGEs via email or phone in the previous lesson.
The next part of this form is very important. At the bottom of the first page, it says it is required for a TSCS to have a copy of your letter or email of acceptance/registration/participation. That means you need to staple or paperclip a copy of your paper letter of acceptance to the program to the gold commitment to growth form. If you are notified by email, you must forward the email saying you were accepted to SGE at tscsmemphis.org. Shout out to many students who have already forwarded their acceptances to the SGE at tscsmemphis.org account.
On the back of the form, you must list the dates you will be attending the program or the start date. You must then list the city that your SGE is in, whether the program is residential, you live at the program, or non-residential, you go to the program each day, but you stay with your family each night. Your parent must sign under either residential or non-residential to indicate that they understand the requirements of your program.
Next, you must explain anything extra that was needed to confirm your participation in your SGE program, like fees or extra forms. You must check either yes, you have completed those requirements, or no, you have not. This helps your advisor and Mrs. McCain know how to follow up with you to ensure you have everything you need.
The last step is to sign and date the form and get your parent or guardian to sign and date the form. If you filled out each of those parts, you are ready to turn in this form into your advisor. Remember, the form is due by Monday the 6th in advisory to your advisor.
Oh, these teachers be tripping. I don't even have an SGE yet.
Well, I don't know about you, Aaron, but I've applied to 3 SGEs, and they haven't gotten back to me. How do they expect us to turn something in from the programs that haven't gotten back to us yet? That's not fair.
What's that I hear? Some students complaining that they don't have an SGE yet? Wait, I think I hear more complaints from students that they haven't heard back from their SGE yet. Well, stop your complaining. We have answers to your questions.
Shamar is right. We definitely didn't forget about you. If you have officially applied to SGEs but have not yet been accepted to an SGE that fits the requirements, then you will complete a purple Commitment to Growth extension form.
So, Lindria, you're telling me that even if I have applied to an SGE but have not yet been accepted, I should fill out a purple Commitment to Growth extension form?
Yes, all students without confirmed acceptance to an SGE will complete a purple Commitment to extension form.
Well, let's take a look at this form then. Show me what I gotta do, Lindria.
Let's start by reading the top of the form. We recognize that many students have not heard from programs yet. If you have not yet ready to turn in your Goal Commitment to Growth form or the CTG form, please fill out this purple sheet and have it signed by a parent or guardian.
Alright, so what are my options for filling out this form?
There are 3 options you can check on this form. Let's first talk about option 1. This option means that you have been accepted to a program, but there's a roadblock that makes you worried you will not be able to attend the program. An example of a roadblock is not being able to pay a program fee, not having transportation to or from a program, or anything else that could prevent you from attending a really cool program. Make sure to print clearly the name of the program you're accepted to and the specific roadblock that prevents you from going. This information will help your advisor and Mrs. McCain problem solve with you. In addition to checking option 1, you must also turn in a paper copy or forward an email of your acceptance to SGE@tscsmemphis.org.
Option 2. This option means that you have not heard from your SGE yet, but you have officially applied. You submitted a complete application to a program, but the program is still deciding whether or not to accept you. If that is your situation, check that box and write the name of the program or programs you have applied to. In addition to checking option 2, you must also turn in a paper copy or forward an email of your application to SGE@tscsmemphis.org. For example, you would forward your confirmation or submit email as proof. If you do not know how to show proof, email SGE@tscsmemphis.org.
The last option is to select I still don't know what I'm doing for my summer growth experience. Check this if you have not yet applied to an SGE or if you have started applying to programs but you have not submitted any complete SGE applications yet. We really need to know who is in the boat so that we can provide you the most support possible in the last 2 weeks of SGE lessons.
No matter which option you choose on this form, you still need to print your name and date and then sign your name and get a parent or guardian signature at the bottom.
And remember, if you check option 1 or option 2, you need to staple or paperclip a copy of your acceptance or application to the form. You can also email a copy of your acceptance or application to SGE@tscsmemphis.org.
Now onto the fun stuff, the rewards. Listen carefully to how you can earn a reward in advisory next Wednesday, May 8th. If you turn in a signed Goal Commitment to Growth form with paper or email proof of acceptance, or if you turn in a signed purple Commitment to Growth extension form with options 1 or 2 checked and with paper or email proof of acceptance or application, then you will get to report to an alternative reward location next Wednesday for advisory and enjoy a treat. Here, if you either turn in a Goal Commitment to Growth form but no paper or email copy of your acceptance, turn in a purple form with options 1 or 2 checked but no paper or email copy of your acceptance, turn in a purple form with option 3 checked, then you will report to a regular advisory period so that we can help you fulfill your SGE requirement.
Remember, either your Goal Commitment to Growth form or your purple Commitment to Growth extension form is due next Monday, May 6th, to your advisor.
We look forward to students participating in the SGE reward next Wednesday, so make sure to complete those gold or purple forms. A great place to store them is in the front clear cover of your binder. This way they are at the front of your mind when you go home, and you will make sure to follow up with your family about the form and their signature.
If you have any questions about the Commitment to Growth forms, it is a good idea to send a professional email to sge@tscsmemphis.org. This email address is in your SGE agenda. Thanks for watching.